Hey you guys, what is up and welcome. Hold on, let me adjust my camera. Okay, hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time, literally so long, but I was telling my husband I usually feel pretty inspired to record, create, and share content during like the fall winter season. And I think the reason for that is because usually I do sometimes struggle with like a little bit of a like seasonal depression. Not to a point, maybe not to the point that some other people experience it at, but I definitely do feel like I struggle with it a bit. And I feel like it keeps me motivated to like want to create content and share content. It gets me up in the morning. It gets me to like do things. But anyways, I wanted to kick off this little video with, this is technically not an unboxing because I already took everything out of the box, but these are some planners that were sent to me and they are stunning. They're so pretty. They're by Blue Sky, and I wanted to do a quick flip through because a lovely gal that follows me and is a friend of mine, she messaged me. She's like, are you gonna do a flip through on YouTube? And I was like, I didn't think of that, but yes. So I wanted to do that really quick and share with y'all all the fun planners. And this is pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's like a collaboration with Morris & Co. And the planners are definitely like, give me like homemaker vibes, like gives me like very neutral, like it makes me want to like go bake something, honestly, if that makes any sense. Or I don't know, it's just like, it also gives me like fall cozy vibes. So I definitely wanted to share this with you all. I love this cover. I didn't want to remove this because this isn't the one that I'm going to use, and I didn't want to remove this little thing, but maybe we can for just a tad, and then I can reattach it. But that's what the cover looks like. It is so pretty. I think it's just a stunning planner. I considered using this planner because for the year of 2026, I am planning on using an A5 Slim. And this actually is the size of an A5 Slim. And I really considered it. I really thought I was going to. Why is my, like, I feel like I'm off frame. Anyways, let's do a quick flip through. A lot of these are very similar, but there's like some really pretty designs on the insides of the covers, and all the other covers like kind of give the same vibe and feel. But right here you have a contacts page, important dates, and then you go right into the monthlies. And okay, so since this starts technically in 2026, they do give you the monthlies for October, November, and December. And then here is January. And after January, then you have your weekly. So this is the weekly spreads. Pretty cute, pretty neutral. I definitely do like that it has obviously your days, and then Saturday and Sunday are a little bit smaller because I don't know about y'all, but I also don't have a lot going on the weekends. And if I do, I'm not out here like planning every single detail. I just go with the motion, let the day tell me what it wants us to do. And then at the bottom, what's really neat is that it has priorities, if time allows, and a note section. So I think this is really cool. There's this other planner company that does this like this system where it kind of prioritizes things, and the way you prioritize it is obviously like non-negotiables, and then you have your like tasks that you can complete in like 10 minutes, and there's like quick tasks that it's something that you can complete in like 5 minutes. So you kind of prioritize it that way. So I really like that because priorities, like regardless of when you complete it, you have to complete these. And then if time allows, it's like, I don't know, if you have like laundry on Wednesday or something, and then you want to wash, I don't know, like the kitchen towels or something, it's like, if time allows, you can put that there, you know? I don't know, like just something that's not as important or as time tasking as like something else. And then, yeah, and then you go on to the next month, and the whole thing repeats itself. So it's pretty awesome. And then you have a ton of note pages in the back to either be creative, write some, I don't know, some recipes down, keep track of your books or keep track of your like habits. Like really the possibilities are endless, but that is what this planner looks like, and it is so cute. I like how small it is and how compact, so you can definitely like carry this in your purse or keep it like as an on-the-go planner as opposed to like something that you would keep on your desk. But obviously if you wanted to do one or the other or both, it's up to you. So that is planner number 1. And then the next one, this is actually the planner that I really wanted to use, but the reason why I'm not all for it is because it's a daily planner, which a lot of people may love a daily planner, but for me and my life, it just doesn't work. It's just a lot of space for really, I don't need that much space, honestly. And that's the reason why I'm also not using a Hobonichi. But anyways, this is what the cover looks like. It's super cute. And the paper, it's like this premium paper is what they called it. And they even said that it was updated. So I'm not sure if what changed in the past because I didn't have a planner from this company from last year. This cover right here is like a hard plastic. So it's really nice. You have this little folder here where you can keep knickknacks or stickers. Planner belongs to, yearly goals, contacts, important dates, pretty similar. And the same thing, they give you months for the current months that are happening. So November, December, January, and then after January, then you have your dailies. And this is where I really thought about it because, can I say, I love the size of the planner and I love how like small and compact this feels with still having enough space, but the dailies are just too much for me. Like I don't need to plan my day this way. Like my job tells me, like we have a calendar, a shared calendar through work that we use on Outlook. So I don't need to write down everything that's like work related on here. And I do that from 9 to like 5:30. So that's a big chunk of my day. So I'm like, realistically, I don't need all this space, you know? I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense for me. I'd rather have like a weekly than a daily, but that's what that is. But if you're someone that needs like dailies, then definitely this would be a great planner. There's even like a mood tracker, highlight of the day. You can even use this for like gratitude, priorities, tasks, if time allows. So that's pretty similar to what I was mentioning. Like priorities is like non-negotiables. Tasks would be something that like a project that would be like 30 minutes or less, and then something that's like not as important. So yeah, you have intentions. So it's pretty awesome. And then obviously a note section in the back, monthly, and then it repeats itself. So I like it. I really like this size, but for me, it just really makes no sense, honestly. But yeah, that is this planner. You also have notes in the back, plenty of notes to make it your own. You have holidays. And then this is pretty cool, states and capitals. Like that's nice. It would be really cool for someone that's like in school or a teacher. Well, I think a lot of teachers prefer planners that are bigger. So I'm not sure if maybe this would be a good idea or functional for a teacher, but I think it would be kind of neat. Okay, so the next one that we have here is this one. And I'm pretty sure this would be like equivalent to an A5, it feels like. Let me check. I have my moleskin next to me. So a little bit bigger than an A5 because this is A5 height, just like a little bit slimmer. I think it's about an A5, but a little bit bigger than that. Anyways, so this is the cover. It is pretty cool because like, look at this texture. Like that's really neat. It's really pretty. Still on that thick premium paper. You have this on the inside to kind of go with the cover. You have a yearly overview, a little pocket for stickers and knickknacks, yearly goals, this planner belongs to, contacts. So pretty similar. You have important dates. This was a planner that I think I may use. We'll see about that. It may be one of them. And then the same thing, they give you October, November, December, and then you have January. And this is where it's pretty similar to this one that I shared. It's just a little bit bigger and it has the same layout. It's a weekly layout. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, priorities, time allows, and notes, which I think is pretty neat. So it's the same thing. And then it repeats itself. So you have the monthly, and then the weeklies. So, and then in the back, you have your notes section. Yeah, just the notes. And there are a lot of notes in this one. So definitely good for someone that needs to take a lot of notes. Those lovely moms out there that need to take notes, or even like, I don't know, maybe like a medical tracker, or keeping track of like your kids' stuff or anything, like memories, whatever the case may be. So yeah. And this isn't a twin loop, so obviously it sometimes is a little bit harder to maneuver through this and like flip back and forth, but it's such a beautiful planner. I love it. I think it's really cute. And then this one is very unique. I think it's pretty neat. And it's a little bit bigger than the one we just looked at, isn't it? Like the slightest bit. But I think the reason for that is because how the inside is. But look, it's like kind of like a little binder, and it works kind of like as a protective cover, and you have pretty much very similar to it. I like how thin it is. Same thing, they give you the first couple of months, January, and then the weekly layout is the same as the other two planners that we just looked at. So pretty awesome. I think it's so cute. I like I said, I like how thin this one is. And then in the back, I think maybe the reason, yeah, so I flipped through this, but the reason for it being so thin is because you don't have all the notes in the back. You only have this one page, and then you have your holidays, and then this map in the back. So it's pretty cute. I like this little cover thing. Like, I don't know, it just like makes it so girly, cute, and adorable. And honestly, like it works as like a little protective case for your planner so it doesn't get damaged. This one's a big one. I'm pretty sure this is like the full size of like a whole entire like sheet of paper. I could never see myself using a planner this big, but it is gorgeous. I think something like this is good for like teachers, because you can keep like a full size piece of paper in here and it'll fit perfectly fine. But it's the same thing. You have your yearly goals, planner belongs to, contacts, and then you have like a kind of like a yearly overview for important dates. They give you the first couple of months to prepare for the year. You could easily tear these out like if you don't need to use them. Then you have December, and here's January. And here is the weekly section, which is exactly the same. It's just you have a ton of room. So this is really nice. I like how thin it is. I don't know. I like thin planners when they're big, and then I like thicker planners when they're small, if that makes any sense. And then in the back, the same thing. You have one notes page, so you don't have a lot to work with as far as notes. You'd probably need like a notebook in addition to. But I think where I think the reasoning for that is because technically you have so much room here that you shouldn't need too much notes section. But either way, you can easily get a notebook to add to that. And then you have holidays and the map in the back. So this is super cute. I love this collection. I love how neutral it is. I don't think it's necessarily my vibe and what I would go for. Like if I would pick any one of these planners, it would be this one, just because it's very like neutral. But this one, I don't like that it's a dailies planner, and I don't really use a daily planner. But anyways, I just wanted to share this collection with you all in case you see something you like. It is definitely a beautiful, beautiful collection, and I think somebody could find something that they may like. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of my videos, please subscribe, and I will see you all again pretty soon. We're on for a planner video because I want to share with y'all my 2026 planner.